Webinar has started. So we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. I have 7:01. Everybody get a chance to read through the agenda? Yes. Do we have a motion?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Vote by roll call.
Counselor Casares.
Aye.
Counselor Seha.
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone.
Aye.
Counselor Lee.
Aye.
Counselor Sini. Aye. Counselor Wick.
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Public comment. I am not seeing anyone in the attendees, visitors, so I guess we'll jump to the consent agenda. Everybody get a chance to read through the minutes. Anybody got any issues, comments, complaints? We have a motion.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Vote by roll call.
Counselor Casares.
Aye.
Counselor Seha.
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone.
Aye.
Counselor Lee.
Aye.
Counselor Sini. Same. Counselor, oh, hang on. Sorry, threw me off my rhythm.
I know, but I wasn't here, so.
No, it's okay. Counselor Wick.
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
And motion passes.
I mean, all you really missed was me looking like I had been hit by a truck at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I may have to go watch that when I have a couple minutes.
Yeah. Old business, none, new business. First, we have the Marion County Subrecipient Agreement B0456522 ARPA funds. This is, if I'm not mistaken, just the agreement for us to receive those funds, Ron?
That's what it is. It's the contract to receive the ARPA fund grant from Marion County. It's a pass-through grant that Marion County had received. And basically, it's a very thick packet, as you could see, because of the threshold of the amount of money that they receive, we do have to make sure we're jumping through all the federal ARPA hoops, and then also making sure that the use of the money is representative to our application, which it is. And so this is just for us to accept it. And if you authorize me to sign it, I'll get it over to them tomorrow.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Awesome, I'll take it.
What do we got? We got a motion? We're doing-
Move to authorize City Administrator
There we
Harding
go.
in the grant contract B0456522 receipt agreement between Marion County, Oregon and the City of Aumsville in the amount of $1 million for our wastewater system as presented.
Second,
Second.
vote by roll call.
Counselor Casares.
Aye.
Counselor Seha.
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone.
Aye.
Counselor Lee.
Aye.
Counselor Sini. Aye. Counselor Wick.
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Cool. Moving on, we got the DAS agreement grant number 107-2022-520277. What you got, Ron?
This is our grant agreement. This is the contract between us and the Department of Administrative Services that allows us to collect the $900,000 that was awarded in 5202 in the last legislative session to go towards our new public works facility.
Questions, comments, concerns?
I move to authorize City Administrator Harding to sign the grant contract 107-2022-5202-70-77 between the Department of Administrative Services and the City of Aumsville, Oregon for $900,000 to assist in building a new public works facility.
Second,
Second.
vote by roll call.
Counselor Casares.
Aye.
Counselor Seha.
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone.
Aye.
Counselor Lee.
Aye.
Counselor Sini. Aye. Counselor Wick.
Aye.
And Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Moving on, we have the West Tech Engineering Design Service Contract, which is the contract for design services for the new public works facility. Anything special, Ron?
No, the only thing that I would just point out is with the difficulty in scheduling both special contract services, engineers, and getting supplies and or construction, getting into construction schedules, we're kind of putting this right after the grant award. So this money may end up coming out of some of the city's match funds instead, which is fine because our match is $300,000 or $400,000. But I don't want to hold this for another couple of weeks. I want to get it moving just as quickly as possible to get that project moving.
Questions, comments, concerns?
No.
What do you got for me?
Move to approve the West Tech Engineering Public Works Facility proposal in the amount of 72,000 from Fund 016-811 or 016810.
Seconded.
Oh, by roll call.
Counselor Casares,
Aye.
Counselor Seha,
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone,
Aye.
Counselor Lee,
Aye.
Counselor Sini,
Aye.
Counselor Wick,
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Next, we've got the Cakes Unlimited agreement. This is the skateboard competition. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year, but I guess we're bumping it up by what, a couple of days, a week, something like that? 5 days?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Sunday before the Friday. So it's about 5 days, 6 days ahead.
Anything special you want us to know about this one, Ron? It's pretty
This is
straightforward.
This is the exact same agreement we executed last year. We're gonna participate and help Cakes out with a little bit of seed money, $500. And we'll help advertise the event whenever we can.
If you weren't at it last year, some of these kids are crazy. It was
Yeah, man.
awesome. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Who wants to hit me with it?
I move to authorize City Administrator Harding to sign an agreement between the City of Aumsville and Cakes Unlimited of Salem, covering the skateboard competition as presented.
I'll second.
Vote by roll call.
Counselor Casares,
Aye.
Counselor Seha,
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone,
Aye.
Counselor Lee,
Aye.
Counselor Sini,
Aye.
Counselor Wick,
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Absolutely aye.
Motion passes.
The OBS agreement for Party in the Park. There was some small changes to that, correct, Ron?
Yeah, the city attorney just had some small language changes. It doesn't change any thing within the agreement. It really is just he wanted to clarify a couple of small sentences and sections. And so the updated agreement that you have tonight is exactly the same agreement that was in your packet. It's just got some editorial changes that the city attorney incorporated. I did contact Oregon Beverage Company prior to this coming with those changes, and they were fine with all the changes. So.
For anybody who watches this video, I think that we're getting more than one beer line this year, Ron, right?
Yeah, Colleen and I met with them on site about a month ago and talked about some of the problems with last year. Remember, last year was our first year experiencing it, and they've committed that they're going to have additional security staff there. And what they're thinking of is an extended bar that we might put in the middle where you've got serving lines going in both directions. And I told them, keep the line moving. That was a big issue last year, and bring more because I have a feeling this year will be, it'll grow a little bit.
I will
Certainly.
never be opposed to more beer. All right. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? Whose turn is it?
Just a modification.
Yeah. So what, approve the modifications in the contract and let Ron sign it?
All right. I move to approve the modification of the contract for the City of Aumsville Park in the Park Personal and Professional Services Agreement to the updated verbiage of the attorney's recommendation.
I'll second it.
Go by roll call. Go by roll call.
Counselor Casares,
Aye.
Counselor Seha,
Aye.
Counselor Ecclestone,
Aye.
Counselor Lee,
Aye.
Counselor Sini,
Aye.
Counselor Wick,
Aye.
Mayor Clevenger.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Excellent. Ron, your report, please, sir.
I really don't have a report. There's no written report in your packet. I would just comment on the weekend events. I was in the park all day, both up at the Saturday market venue and then down at the Superhero Carnival. And I just had a lot of people approach me complimenting the city on just everything looked good, and Main Street's looking good, and they just wanted to acknowledge that. And they saw me in the park and approached me and said that. And so it was a good feeling. They really appreciated the event, and we're into our event season now with this, and then Party in the Park and Corn Festival, and then our Christmas in the park. I'm hoping this year we might even squeeze in our little volunteer awards banquet again this year. So we're working on all those things. I will tell you that the cost of everything is dramatically increasing, which, that's not a surprise. But coupled with the fact that we're a little lower on donations, we probably will not have as much to distribute. I do have some ideas. Maybe the city can contribute a little bit just out of our general fund pool, so that those volunteer groups feel like they've been, their time was well worth it. We want to continue to build that new system where we get the volunteer groups in and use Corn Festivals as maybe their yearly fundraiser. And what that does is it helps gives back to the service groups, but it also provides us a guaranteed number of volunteers. And we've actually got a lot of people signing up this year through the group. So
Awesome.
Cool.
So I have something to say. I counted the number of volunteers that signed in at Superhero Carnival. It was 52.
Wow.
So
Nice.
52
Awesome.
volunteers. So that was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Definitely cool seeing how we're getting on track to like not really having a problem getting volunteers anymore for a lot of these events, whereas it used to be like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
well, we put them all to work. They all had something to do all day long. So they were busy.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess we will carry on. Anything to report from the council? Anybody got anything?
We had a successful park program on Friday with 25 kids to start, and we have 42 registered. So some were sick, some were out of town, but we're open. And movie night was successful. Didn't have a lot of people yet because it was warm, and I think people weren't sure if they could come or not. But got to get off to a good start.
Good.
Perfect.
Anybody's got anything? Cool. Obviously, I'm back from my trip. Next one is not until the end of August. Looking at it, I don't think we have a council meeting that'll fall over those dates, so won't have to worry about calling in at 2 a.m. on Zoom. No correspondence, so if we have nothing else, we can go ahead and adjourn the meeting. I have 7:15.